the day before Father's Day. Yeah, I am Bob McGee. I'm standing at the graveyard under a tree. And I am going to say these things so that people can understand. The Bible is the. That's what's on my shirt. If I had someone filming me, the lettering would probably, look differently. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. But the Bible is the history book. And the Bible has a lot of information in it. And people have taken the information in it and messed up a lot of minds. Yep, that has happened since 1611. What was supposed to be one thing, and I'm saying it was a good thing for the Bible to get into the hands of men and women. That was a good thing. But since 1611, some things have changed. That's just over 400 years. The last word written in the Bible was written thousands of years before 1611. And those words were not written in a Bible. They weren't. But they were written. The first evidence of writing that I have seen has been attributed to Moses. Moses wrote or was given instructions, and I believe Moses could write, and I believe Moses could instruct somebody to write. But the first thing written was given to Moses. And Moses was not the first man on the earth. No, Moses wasn't. But Moses did get to see things that no other men had seen. How do I know? Because I have a Bible. Moses was old. He had killed an Egyptian. He had fled the country. He had a wife and he had children. That's how it was when Moses found out that a bush could burn and not be consumed. Moses found out. He did. I've read in the book that there were 3 Hebrew boys that were friends of Daniel, and those 3 found out that they could be put into a furnace that was extremely hot and not die. So, Moses did not know Daniel. Moses had no idea what was going to happen to Daniel or those three that were in the furnace. Yeah, that furnace had been made hot by a king. God Almighty had made the bush ablaze. Moses, it got his attention. Since Daniel and his friends, Daniel got thrown in what's called a lion's den. But the lions, as hungry as they were, did not harm him. I would like to let some people know that God has declared a lot of things since forming a man from dust. And you can read about some of the things that have happened in the Bible. You can. I have read that there must be factions. Factions, to me, are groups of people with a different mindset. I desire to have the mindset of Jesus. There are some people today that don't know that there is a Jesus. They have the idea that there was a Christ that created the heavens and earth. There was no Christ that created the heavens and earth. There was not a Christ that created anything. There was a Christ who did make some things known. And his name is not Christ. His name is Jesus. That was the given name that God gave for him. And if you do not like the name Jesus, then you don't like what you should. That's what I know. I really do. I am in a graveyard, and I can hear some birds making a lot of noise. I recognize certain birds by the sounds that they make. Crows do not sound like hawks, and eagles do not sound like crows. And I hear some crows. I hear a multitude of crows. And I'm seeing a multitude of people that have been deceived by the devil. Yep. Where will I see them? Wherever I go today. I see their tombstones here in the graveyard. People's tombstones are in the graveyards. And their bones may be near the headstone. But where is the spirit? What happened to the spirit? It moved. Spirits move. Yeah. I want some people to know and understand. Christ did not become a man. There was no Christ that became a man. There was a man who became and was known as Christ. A man. So if you don't have the knowledge of the truth, let me tell you what you have. A lie. Just that simple. And most people have believed a lie. Will they let go of it? If you believed a lie, will you let go of it? Tomorrow is Father's Day. That's on the calendar. I'm going to have this video on YouTube. And I will probably have more. Yep. The sun is shining brightly. Yep. And that's just the way it is in 2019. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I really do.